What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Matic TV. We're here on the eve of what would normally be a pretty decent footballing weekend, guys. United against Leeds would normally be a massive talking point on its own, but obviously everything has just been curtailed by the protests, by everything that's going on right now. I'm sure everyone, if you haven't seen the scenes outside the Emirates already, a massive turnout there at the Emirates, which is what we really need and we are looking for tomorrow, just to get our voices heard at Old Trafford. It's all going ahead still, people. We're still doing it. There's 2 protests booked in for United. There's one this weekend tomorrow. There's one next weekend for the Liverpool game as well on the 2nd of May. And it is just a chance for us just to get our voices heard, make a stand, let these owners know that they are not going to get away with what they're trying to do. It is all money lining. That's all it is. We spoke about this. We had a great stream last time when the news broke that Ed Woodward had been relieved of his duties or left or basically shit his pants because he was scared what might happen to him. I'm going with the latter. I think that's what it might be. Hello to everyone who's joining us right now. Get your comments in. This video is going to be, and the stream is going to be about what happens next. We are going to be, and I will be doing more content tomorrow regarding the process. We'll touch on it before the end. We have got a couple of people coming on the show as well. I think we've got Dave coming on from Northern Ireland. I've got Bob's coming on as well. Just a bit waylaid at the moment with everything going on and work and so on and so forth. But yes, Gaza T, it is still happening tomorrow, 100% as planned. I know loads of people who are still going. We're doing both, mate. We're doing both protests. So that's what we're aiming. We want to get week on week protests would be absolutely ideal, wouldn't it? And yes, I am going. I'm still going. I've got everything set. I'm raring to go. It's just going to be all out. Whoever wants to turn up, let your voice heard, get your voice heard. We're going tomorrow, and there's no way that anything is going to stop us, even if there is another protest, because I'll go to that one as well. It's as simple as that, guys. If there's 2, we go to 2. Nothing else matters except getting our voices heard by these owners and trying to get the Glazers out of this football club. That's all we want as football fans. We need to come together as a fan base and make this happen. That's what's important right now, and that's what we're aiming to do. But right now, guys, we're going to talk about what comes next, because could it be a blessing in disguise, all of this? Could it be that, you know what, the Premier League make it so difficult for the Glazers to earn any extra money? And we need to be in the Champions League to be earning or even breaking even to what the Glazers need and want out of this football club. Let's be honest. But will the Premier League make that happen? What is a good punishment for this football club? What would you say is fair in terms of punishments for the 6 clubs that tried to break away into the Super League? What is right? Because there's not one fan who will object to it. There's not one pundit who will say that's a bit harsh. I think whatever we get, we will accept and we will take it on the chin. I think I've heard Arteta say that. I can't remember if Ollie did say it today. I heard lots of clips from his interview today. We'll touch on that as well and bring Ollie into this, because this is none of the club's, well, it's none of the club's fault. It is all the owners. Ed Woodward, CEO, whatever you want to call him, he's gone now, so we don't care about him anymore. But it is all the owners' fault. The greed of the owners has put the football team in this predicament. Ollie, and what he's done with his team this season, yeah, we've criticised it. We've talked about football. By the way, how much do you want to be just talking about normal football right now instead of this? But this is what's happened. Our football club has let our team down. That's what the reality is. That's what's happened. You know what I mean? Ole didn't ask for this. He made that quite clear in his press conference today. Manchester United need to earn their place at the higher table. They need to earn their place in these major trophies and the opportunity to win them. We don't get it handed to us on a plate. That's just not the United way. We just released a video, it's coming out in May, titled The United Way. And this football club then go and do this. It is completely wrong. Everyone who's involved in that video, you know what I mean? The Cantona, Sheringham, Solskjaer himself, all these legends of the football club, talking on this video about the United way, and then the hierarchy above them go and do this. They have let this team and manager and all his staff, as much as we want to slate them and have our opinions on them about certain things they do on the pitch, which is fair enough, we're allowed to do that. We're allowed to give critique. As much as we want to, we cannot put any of the blame of what's happened over the last week on Ole Solskjaer and this team. We need to back the team. We need to get behind them. But ultimately, we are going to get punished. The Premier League are going to come down on us, and rightly so, and we're going to have to accept it. What is a fitting punishment? What is right? And what do you think should happen to all the top 6 teams, guys? Get your answers in the comment section. Let me know exactly what you think we should get. I think ultimately, I think the most popular opinion would be that we get a points deduction. I think that's where everyone is sort of leaning towards. I think that's what it is. And how many points? That's what it is. I mean, how many points should we be deducted for this? Is it going to affect our Champions League places? Is it going to take us out of the top 4 and then we lose out? And then the Glazers lose the Champions League money. And we, in the end, then have nothing left for the Glazers to get money out of. They're not going to start overpricing the fans when they come back. They wouldn't even dare, would they? Not even the Glazers surely would try and do that. But with no Champions League money, after another season without any revenue, and we still don't know how quickly the fans are going to come back yet next season. So it's not going to be full-on income as it was, not the same turnover again. Without the Champions League, then we are screwed basically for making money. It's as simple as that. Then where does that leave Ollie and the players? They've been let down by the owners, and where are their heads at then? If we get deducted points and all their hard work this season and good seasons for a lot of players that we have had gets thrown out the window because of our owners, where are their heads at? So a lot is riding on the punishment that comes and could ultimately be the end of the Glazers, because if they lose the faith of the manager, the team, they lose the revenue because of what they've done, where are they in terms of making money? Because they're not going to make what they want and what their vision was for making money out of this football club. So in the end, it's going to be, hopefully, I'm not even going to, well, I will say it, but can you imagine the Glazers selling up right now? It would be the biggest win in football history. It would be the biggest result in Manchester United's history if we won and the Glazers had to sell. And they had to sell because of their own stupidity and greed. That would be fantastic, wouldn't it? Let's just get through a few of the comments while we're here. Let's just bring up a few. Alex straight in there to get some normality back in the fan base. Sorry, Ollie. Sorry, Adam. Ollie doesn't know the United way as a manager. That just feels like normal. That it's too normal for me. That now. Fitting punishment would be point deduction. No, it would be painful to see Champions League exit. I mean, I said I'd take relegation. Me, I'm not bothered. I still follow this football club in the lower leagues. It's no issue for me. I'd probably enjoy it more. That's my type of football, travelling around the country. No European football. So what? That's what you got to take. When you try and cheat football, which we try to do, you deserve everything that you get. And if that's a relegation, so be it. I don't care. I'd love it. And that would get rid of the Glazers. That would be it. So, yeah, I think it's been forgotten about recently what punishment should be handed out to these clubs. And I think it needs to be brought back up again. It needs to be discussed because I think we're getting away with it at the moment. As soon as football starts again and our busy week next week and everyone finishing the league, I mean, we surely must know before the season finishes. Otherwise, I don't know what they do. Would they let the players just play it out and then drop it on them? It's unfair on them. But at the end of the day, the Premier League has been wounded by these clubs, and I don't think they really care. The amount of money that they dish out, I don't think they're going to care throwing the players under the bus. They'll say, play out the season, there, you finished there, but wait a minute, there's a smack, there's a big point deduction. Take that. There's your punishment. Oof. That would be harsh on the players. Let's get through a few more comments. You guys, fans in London, if you can't get to Manchester, head office is in London. We need to hit them with all we can. Head office is in London, yeah, but Ed Woodward won't be there now, will he? Be cowering away somewhere. Won't be surprised if he's quarantined himself. Are you going to the protest tomorrow? Yes, Yash, I am going tomorrow. I've always been going. Green and white, green and gold. If you follow me on Instagram and Twitter, I've just posted that the jersey's ready and ready to rock for the weekend. David Gunn, I'm going for a 12-point deduction effective from the start of next season. Start of next season, fair. That probably is the fairest way to do it next season. 12 points. That's going to be a tough ask, that, with all clubs gunning for that. I mean, 12-point deduction for them 6 teams. So that would mean by probably, what, September, it would be full on them 6 teams at the bottom of the league. Whenever we play each other, man, we could be miles behind. We could be like 20-odd points behind come October from the top 4 if that was the case. That's hard, that, and that mentally on the players could affect them, and that could really be a punishment because some might not be covered from that. Big man staying Ollie out still. Come on, man, not right now. There's a price freeze on season tickets. There's a price freeze on season tickets every single season, James, mate. There really is. I've been, obviously, as you all know, I've been a season ticket for years, and they freeze it every single year, and they think that that's good. It's still extortionate. They're still making their money from the executive seats. That's where they're making their money from, not from normal season ticket holders. And you know what? They've not talked about the safe standing side of things yet, because that is being implemented and probably trialed next year. Are they going to charge more for you to go and stand up? I don't know. Are they thinking they can get more people in the standing section when they open that and earn a little bit more gate receipt? I don't know. Possibly. It all just looks like it was a big decoy now after what's happened this week, doesn't it? That's the worst thing about it. It hurts, doesn't it? Yaz just brought that one up already. Adam, are you going to sing Ollie Out songs tomorrow? No, I'm not singing Ollie Out songs tomorrow. I won't, because Ollie's had nothing to do with this. I mean, I pretty much came across in his press conference today. Didn't have to say what he did. Some people wanted more. It was a tough one to handle, I thought. I said it was his toughest. But right now, Ollie deserves to be where he is as manager still. And I just, can you imagine this now? As a softener, they give Ollie this contract. God, there's so many permutations to it. It's ridiculous. I don't even want to get into that right now. The Glazers should be tired and feather. Oh, got you. Sorry, James, mate. I got what you mean now. Tired and feather. Points deduction makes no sense. It doesn't affect the key people that have done this. How do you punish them then, Michael, mate? That's the thing there. I understand that comment completely. I really do. Because the players and the manager, like I said, are not the ones here. They're not the ones. Should they be taking the punishment for their hard work for the owners? It can't really transfer embargo them, because that would benefit them not having to spend any money. And you know what? They're not going to save it up for when that embargo finishes and then let the club have it. They'll spend it elsewhere. We know what they'll do. And I don't know, a fine. They'll just heap that fine against the club, and then that'll go in the transfer coffers, and we won't sign anyone, and they'll say, look, we got fined. We're just trying to work our way back. Another excuse will come out. How do you punish someone? How do you do it? The only way you can do is by punishing the team, and it is not fair. It really isn't. But all the rest of these clubs in the league now are looking at it and going, there's 14 of them, and they had that meeting the other day with the Premier League, and they'll be asking the Premier League, they'll be saying, what are you going to do? They have just took the mick out of this league. They have tried to cheat this league. What are you going to do? There's 14 Premier League clubs right now who are at the Premier League's throat saying, they need to be punished. These teams need to be punished. Get on it now. Get it done. We want to see what you want to do. 14 against 6. After what these 6 did, there's no loyalty to these big 6 teams now from the Premier League. So they could really just say, like I just did then, your teams are going to have to take the flak for your mistake. Oh, my God. That would be uproar. That would be something that could make the Glazers leave. So is it bad? I don't know. It is a really awkward conversation to have, but is it that bad? A short-term loss for a long-term game? If the whole team, all their player boycotts because of this, and we ended up really suffering in the league, that would be unattainable for the Glazers, surely. And I don't want that to happen for the players' sakes. But you know where I'm coming from. It's a tough one to call. Let's just bring up a few more. Robert Lapsley. Wonder if they've gave the rusty old stadium a coat of paint while there's been no fans there. There has been work going on. I know that for definite, but I don't know. Yeah, mate. I'll see you there tomorrow, definitely. Do still turn up tomorrow, people. It is still happening. The protest is happening. We can do 2. I don't mind doing 2. The more the merrier, I say. Turn up in drones tomorrow. Turn up in drones next week. It's what matters. Continuous support against the Glazer campaign. The Glazer ownership of this football club is what's needed. I can't see point deduction. The owners went behind the back of the manager and the players. Can't punish the players. Well, how are the Premier League going to punish them? Guys, I'm asking you. Because like I said, I'm struggling with this. I understand everyone's comments. And I understand where you're coming from. You can't punish the players. You can't punish the manager. I see that the only way. It's like Alien says there, 5-year Champions League ban will hurt them. 5 years Champions League ban, they won't have a team left to then compete in the Champions League. Because no one will want to come. And I think the Champions League UEFA, let's be honest, everyone's hailed them as the hero along with FIFA this week for what they've done. The only reason that they're on our side this one occasion is because they were losing out on money, nothing else. They were losing their big guns, and that's why I don't think they'll get the Champions League ban, Aileen, because they need the Big Six as much as the Big Six need the Champions League money. So again, that one takes that one out of the equation. Hurt their pockets by what's that? Hurt their pockets for daring to go against the football fans. I understand that, Alex, but I don't know how we hurt them. I find they would just leverage against the club because they own the club. So anything they own, they can use. And that's what we'll get punished for it again. They'll probably up prices. I guarantee when we go back to the stadium, if everyone gets back, the prices in the stands will be sky high. They would have gone up God knows what amount. So, yeah, they will start making the money back, and it'll be us in the end who end up paying for it. I'm good, mate. Good, Cleon, mate. Let me know, people, if you are actually going tomorrow as well. Let me know. Yes, are you going tomorrow? Yes, Yaz. I'm sure I've answered that question already, mate. But I don't know if you put it up twice. Michael Williams. New legislation that clubs can't be in debt will kill the owners or capped amounts. Yeah, I think you'll get some sort of grandfather ruling there for clubs that are already in before this rule came in, if that rule does come in, that they've sort of got to buy and would have enough time to rectify that. But, and again, though, saying that, you could say that would work in our favour because there's no way that the Glazers are going to clear over £400 million worth of debt that is on this club right now. So would that mean they had to sell? That come in? I think they would get a bit of grace period, but they would still have to plan to move because there is no way that they can afford to pay that £400 million back. Chandri Singh, how are you doing, mate? Weird that none of the pre-match conferences covered above punishment-related questions. True. I mean, Arteta did touch on it. He said the club will accept anything that comes their way. Actually, Adam, the richest game in football is the Championship playoff. Glazers would love it. Yeah, I suppose. I get where you're coming from. Nice changing the mood and the tone, mate. Love it. Hello, Big Ron. Welcome to the room, mate. Harris, what are you saying? Tomorrow, 3 p.m. Those who can make it, sure you'll bring as many family and friends with you as you can, guys. Glazer out. Harish, are you there, mate? Are you there? Let me know. Everyone tell me in the comments if you are going tomorrow. Yeah, everyone's seen the jersey. If you didn't, check out my Instagram and my Twitter. I have got the full rocking green and gold army top on there. Staying on. That's my profile picture. Stays on until what? Till the Glazers go? God, that might be a while yet. I'll have to rethink that one maybe. But yeah, it's staying there for the foreseeable anyway. Our league position has completely been due to excellent individual performances. It would really be hard on players for the points deduction. Again, it comes into whether you want to look into it or Ollie, and again, you don't want to punish the players. You don't want to punish a Bruno for dragging us through the muck at times this season, do you? This is the best season we've seen for a few players. Look at Luke Shaw's season. I mean, do you really want to be punishing someone like that after all the crap he's been through? Do you know what I mean? It's very hard. 20-point deduction for all 6 puts Arsenal in the relegation fight. Every cloud. Yeah, I'm more concerned about us, mate. I mean, I've got no concern with Arsenal whatsoever. But, yeah, I understand. Michael Williams says, you have American following. If they protest in America, the American press, New York Stock Exchange will get it forced in their face. Possibly. Where would you protest in America, by the way? Where would you do it? Outside the books? I don't know how many Buccaneers fans are Manchester United fans. I don't know. You'd have to find a spot to do it. And that's the problem, really. And America is so vast, and we have a fan base from all over, and quarantine and certain rules right now. It's like our guys, we have a massive following in Canada, but they're under pretty much don't leave the house right now. As far as I'm concerned, from what Tim said, they're not allowed to go anywhere. The police can pull them up and stop. So it's a bit awkward, and it's too big. But I understand where you're coming from. I think the Buccaneers have protested hard and hard and hard over the years and got absolutely nowhere with them. Now look, winning Super Bowls, everything looks great again, and it's forgotten about. It sort of goes in a cycle, doesn't it? Just when you think you're at the end, they'll go and do something just to appease everyone, and then it just drags on another 10 years, like it did with the Buccaneers. It's pretty much where we're at right now. Leagues, Champions League. This is now affecting everyone because they can see the demise of the football club in terms of standing at the big table, the head table of football. And I think this is where they're going to struggle now. The pandemic has not helped them. And I think that forced them into carrying the stupid plan for the Super League out, which has completely backfired on them. Football crew, loving that shirt, mate. Will you be giving up your season tickets, and will you be stopping buying club merchandise if you're going against the owners? I said if we went into the Super League, the season ticket would have been gone. I just haven't got a clue at the moment. I've stopped buying merchandise. I stopped this season. That was it. Final straw this season for me. I did used to have. If anyone follows me on Instagram or on Twitter, like I said, I'm not going to hide the fact that I used to have like a family day out where I took my kids to Old Trafford, get new shirts. It was like a big day for us. We used to do it every season, introducing the lads to football and Manchester United. It was like a big thing, but that's gone now. People try and bring that up against me after doing everything that I'm doing now. That's just it. I'm not hiding it. I'm not hiding the fact that I did buy shirts, but not anymore. Season ticket. What do? I just spoke about this with Saeed on his channel. It's an awkward one for us because it's our way of life. It's what we do and what we're used to. And for us to then give it up for someone else to take it, and then the money still come in and we're sat at home not being able to get behind our team, it's really awkward. So I honestly don't know how to answer that question right now. I'm still hoping that something might happen. That is my honest opinion. But yeah, that's it. See, that's the only way I can answer it, actually, mate. You're talking to me while I'm trying to stream. Safe standing is good for the atmosphere. It is. It's good for the Glazers' pocket as well because it means more fans squeezed in. So I'm not surprised that they were one of the first to block back this. Weren't Liverpool fans endorsing FSG in the past few years, and Tottenham wouldn't be anywhere without Levy? They're hypocrites. I mean, yeah, I don't think anyone knew that this was coming. I think this is the problem. I think this is just absolutely anything that you thought good of an ownership, even if it was Liverpool fans, until this happens and they try to take you away, take your game away, take your league away. I think this has just opened everyone's eyes even more. I think United, more than any other fans knew, you could probably say Kroenke and Arsenal fans, because they're just in a complete demise. And we've seen the scenes. They've seized their opportunity tonight to go for it, the Arsenal fans, and they're there in the thousands right now. But yeah, United know more, I think, because we were top dogs, and slowly under the Glazers, we have just drifted completely out of any reckoning of winning any major trophies. So you could say that we, above anyone else, know, and probably weren't as surprised as a lot of other fans that this happened. That's my opinion on that. There's loads of messages here, guys. I can't get through all of them. I'm just going to try and do what I can. Remind people of COVID rules and to wear masks. Definitely. We've said that, and that's what should be happening. Wear your masks. And you've seen the scenes at Arsenal. It's going to be difficult to control everybody. But I'm pretty certain there will be what's needed to be there. There'll be a police presence there. And we can only control what we control. We've said it. We've told people to come, be as peaceful as possible. No aggro, no issues, just voicing your opinion against the Glazers. That is what it's all about, making the fans' voice heard and bringing it out there even more and striking while the iron is hot to let the Glazers know what they've done. Saptrashis, yes, you have our support from India. Top man. Transfer ban is what he would do. Adam, I like what Arsenal fans are doing today. They've turned up, mate, today, haven't they? They've seized the opportunity, like I said, and they've gone for it. And my God, they have. They've had the biggest turnout so far. Best case scenario, says Lipcho. I'm not even going to say that there. I've nearly fell for them before, but yeah, I will just say the comment though, because it doesn't make a bit of sense. Best case scenario is between 12 to 20 points. Worst, League 2 down. Oof, because Bolton a few years ago didn't have money to start the league and got 12 points. Rangers got 3 leagues down because of bankruptcy. Dues, is bankruptcy and being a badly run club as bad as trying to cheat a league? I would say no. I would say no. So should United get a similar punishment? Debbie Carroll, yes, they should get relegated. I think the last time it was 1973-74. Yes, you are right. They don't know how United feel. I wonder how Bobby Charlton feels. That's what you got to think there. Sir Alex Ferguson, Bobby Charlton. How are these people? These old footballers of Manchester United, the ones that endorsed the football club. You know what? The honorary sort of players that go around the world representing this football club. And how are they feeling right now? Because I'm sure MUTV have got them doing. I don't watch MUTV. I stopped a long time ago. I'm sure MUTV have got them some work that they don't really want to be doing. They don't want to be forced into saying things they don't want to say. That's what will be happening. Gerard, are you going tomorrow, Adam? If so, you doing a live stream or vlog? I will be doing one or the other. Usually, United put like signal scramblers out on match days, so you can't film anything or go live. I'm guessing they'll probably do the same thing again, because every time you get near Old Trafford, if anyone's been, signal goes down, people. So it may be a vlog. I will try and do it live. We'll test it, see what happens, but we will be vlogging it as well, just to hopefully show the support that the fans have come out to give against the Glazer regime. So hopefully, yes. Do you think we can get the Glazers out? I think they will just be stubborn little bastards. I'm thinking you're going to say there. We can swear tonight. We're allowed to. And just cash in on dividends year in, year out. AKS, MK. Mate, you're probably right. They will be stubborn. But you can see it unraveling a little bit, which is the one positive I'm going to take. Jack, I'm good, mate. Thank you. Thanks for asking. Glazers out, Mick. Yeah, definitely. Michael Williams. What are your thoughts on TalkSport? They have been so negative to fans standing up against these ownership. Standing against the ownership is a joke. I mean, before, I think it was TalkSport that had Robbie going at Ray Parlour. I personally think that's a below the belt. Let's just say, can't get your words out, Adam. Below the belt shot. They set that up because they knew that that was going to be a big debate, just to get some reaction. I think that's what it was. I know they haven't been right behind it. I mean, at the end of the day, they're all talking on Sky and BT here, and they went in on it big time. Statman was saying exactly the same thing before. And you know what he was saying? They've come on it because ultimately they would lose revenue through this Super League and moving away from the Champions League, because BT spent a fortune on getting this Champions League deal. So if they went to the Super League, who do you think would be the first there in the queue for the rights to air these games? Who do you think would be there battling for it? You think they're going to stay there, Sky and BT, and just say, no, this is wrong, this league. You can't do this to the fans. You can't do this. But honestly, yeah, we'll bid this much for it so we can show it on TV and then charge stupid prices to everyone. And everyone goes on about me and season tickets and people throwing the season tickets away, not following the club anymore, when everyone's still subscribing to all these channels and still giving them even more money, because that's where it's all coming from at the end of the day, isn't it? The Premier League is paying most of the money to these clubs. Without the Premier League, the Glazers wouldn't buy Manchester United. So yeah, BT, Sky, Amazon, all these channels, all these broadcasters will be up there in front of the queue if the Super League happens. So yeah, they can say one thing. TalkSport will be there as well. They'll be still covering the Super League games as much as they say. As much as they say it's wrong, and you give them credit for that and getting behind some of the movement. But at the end of the day, when it's all settled down, they will be there covering it, and they won't be thinking about the fans. They won't be thinking about the fans at all. They'll be just thinking again about making sure that they're there front and centre and getting what they want, and getting what they think their share is. James Bill, you can't get over from Ireland, lads. I am covering it, mate. We will be. We'll make it heard, mate. We'll make sure. Evening, Dennis, mate. Adam, you're famous now. I don't know, mate. I've got a bit of a reaction this week. Hopefully, I see a few people. You know what? I've not seen anyone for over a year. And there's loads of guys I have on my channel coming down. There's loads of guys from other channels coming down. So, you know what? Come down. Have a chat with us, if anything, guys. You know what? It's been a while. We will socially be distancing as we can. You know what I mean? We'll talk to people. We're there to talk and communicate with fans as well. We're there to have our voices heard. But that's what we're doing. Am I spamming? Has someone fingered my account again? Yeah, there it is. The same numpty. I'm trying to get through all these. I've got no mods in there with me tonight. Can't believe they've let me down, eh, people? Can't believe they let me down. Let me see. Let me just get. Yeah, I just got rid of him then. Adam, stop spamming. Yeah. Fake Adam accounts while I'm actually talking. How sad can you be? How sad can you be? Let's see. I'm just going to remove this guy. Get him out of here. That's it. Sod off. YouTube is so far behind. It's ridiculous, man. I see all these comments way before they get actually into YouTube. It's crazy. But yeah, you're still going to get idiots like this. It's like nothing's changed. Let me see what else have we got going on in here. Oh, he's there again. There we go. See you later. Cheers, guys, for shouting it out. I was just way behind on the actual messages because I'm trying to get everyone's messages up. Come on. Move. There you go. See you later. See, yeah, we'll try and get some more mods on if YouTube actually lets me, guys. But keep getting your comments in. What up, United Sauce and Wingers? That's a quality name, mate, that. Loving it. You watching the Arsenal protest? Just been watching the Arsenal protest, Pav, mate. Yeah, massive numbers. They got more there than they do on a match day. I mean, man, you got to give credit to the Arsenal fans tonight. You do, because they have turned up in some numbers. This is the biggest protest we've seen so far. We're hoping that United can get a similar sort of outcome tomorrow. That's what we're looking for. That's what we need. Niz is in the house. What you say, Niz? Been a while again. A lot has changed. Hi, Adam. It's been a rather strange week with everything that's happened with the Super League saga. The fact the Glazers and Woodward did this on the slide behind the club and the fans' back is disgusting. That's why we are there tomorrow, Niz. That's why. And that's why we'll be there next week as well. Doing everything. Let's see. Marcus, are the club still in massive Glazer debts? It's going to make any takeover complicated. Mate, that's why the price is up near 4 billion. Because they want to take something out of it. And obviously anyone who does buy it is going to have to buy out that debt as well. They're not stupid, are they? Did you read the letter Red Knight sent to the Glazers? Fans that own 60% or more. I think the Red Knights are in again, aren't they? I've heard. I mean, Alien was private messaging me earlier on regarding other people coming in for United. I think there's a couple of consortiums who have muted interest. It will be interesting to see if something does come of it. It really will, because I think the punishment that does come, why I brought up this topic in this stream, is because that could ultimately be the nail in the coffin for the Glazers. And as much as we don't want it, and we want the best for these players, I mean, we have to take it on the chin that the punishment is severe enough to really hamper our season, and that will ultimately kibosh any future plans for the Glazers. That is the only silver lining I can see from this. That is it. That's all I can see. What's happening, Kelly, mate? Natty goal. Hopefully Glazers respond, but doubt the family are leeches. Yeah, I know, mate. I know. It's ridiculous. They just got no emotion. They got no soulless, aren't they? They're driven by money. Their drug is money, and that's all they think about. I'm pretty confident. I think I said it on one of the streams earlier on in the week regarding the board member that came out from one of the 6 clubs who just said, we don't care about anything else but revenues and profits. That's what our main interest is. Football comes second to revenues and profits. That's what you're dealing with. That is what you're dealing with. It's absolute. It's scandalous. Absolutely scandalous. The Red Knights need a couple of rooks, bishops and queens to win this game of chess. Yeah, I just don't think they're powerful enough. That's the worry. I don't think they're powerful enough. I think their intentions are good, and I would love something like that, or a consortium like that, to come in where the fans actually had a say. Just think, before the Glazers came in, we were running absolutely debt-free, buying Wayne Rooney and Alan Smith in one summer, running the club properly. You know what I mean? We bought them and broke records, buying the likes of Wayne Rooney, and it cost us absolutely nothing in terms of long-term debt. You know what I mean? It was an investment. We've run right. And then the Glazers came in and just absolutely just leveraged us up to the eyeballs. Scandalous how that was allowed in the first place. And then the one interview I ever seen them make was the first time they bought the club. That's it. I've not seen any interview since, not in this country. It's ridiculous. Lil United, hi Adam, I need to eat. It's month of Ramadan. Go and eat, mate. You can still watch and eat at the same time, can't you? I hate the Glazers with all my heart. Well covered, mate. I like it. Adam, do you think it's going to be our next? Who do you think is going to be our next owner if the Clowns go? Oh, I don't know. Honestly, who has got 4 billion? There's a few people out there, but are they the type of people we want in? I just don't know. Glazers did rob us blind after 30 years, mate. What makes this stupid is Man United just make money full stop. Glazers could really have everything, but greed is a powerful thing. Yes, mate. Well said, Alien. That's exactly what it is. They just want more. Never satisfied. I mean, how much have they got right now? They sold Manchester United now. They're probably profiting near 3 billion. How much do you need? Sell up. Go and live an easy life, guys. Just go. Conor McGregor. Yeah, that was funny when he brought that out. So Jim Radcliffe is worth 10 billion. Yeah, but he's looked into Premier League clubs before and doesn't think the value is right. That's what I think. That's what I've read. I don't think he would go anywhere near United, even though he's a United fan. I don't think he would. He looked into buying Chelsea, in fact, and the numbers just didn't add up for him. He's a clever businessman, sensible businessman. Abramovich bought Chelsea as a toy. Let's be honest. It wasn't a massive investment. He just wanted something. And he got it because he's powerful and he's got the money. But men like that back their manager. They put money into the club. Is that right? Some people said at the time that was cheating the system. I think all United fans would love an Abramovich right now, wouldn't you? This is it. We run as a business, and that's the only reason we were the masters of our own downfall, because of how well we were run. And then a greedy businessman came in. We were only ever going to get taken over by a businessman. No other club would, because no other club was making the money United were making. That's why we attracted the Glazers in the first place, because we were run well. And they abused that. I have a 5-year ban in Champions League because we'll be in the Super Cup in 2 years' time. Yeah, Super League, you mean, mate? Can't have. All right, I got you. That's it. They won't sell the club unless a very good offer comes in. With COVID, it is very unlikely. This is the problem, mate. Well said, Ali. It is going to be the ultimate issue and stumbling block for the Glazers going. Who is going to buy? The Glazers, like every other thing we want out of this football club, and they bring that into players, are just on such a good deal that they don't have to go anywhere, and no one can really afford to buy them. Half the players are like the Glazers. They're not going to move because they're on such a decent wage and not good enough, and no one can afford to buy them because of that. That's exactly where we're at with a lot of elements of this football club. Imagine we not watching live European football at Old Trafford, only on a TV subscription, playing matches in New York City, India, Dubai, etc. Kelly, mate, yeah. That ultimately would be what would happen with American ownership and an American-run league, a franchise as such. They would change everything. They would try changing naming and everything. Once they've got full control of the league and they have the power, they would have just gone to town, bit by bit, change by change. They would have changed the face of football and wouldn't have even recognised our football club anymore. They were saying, the board members were saying that they would prioritise playing their strongest teams in the Super League rather than the Premier League. They would play weakened teams in the Premier League to suit the Super League. They would. I mean, none of the managers actually knew what was going on. That's quite clear. And for one of the board members to come out and say that, they wouldn't play the strongest team. Like, the manager doesn't pick the team now, does he not? That shows you how disconnected these guys are from the reality of football. That was amazing when I heard that comment. It's like, you're actually saying you would do that? Doesn't your manager have control of the team and who he plays? Wow, that says everything you need to know about the ownerships of these football clubs. And that's what we don't need and need rid of. And that's why we are protesting. That's why we are trying to make the fans' voice heard. And hopefully, you know what, we get the right punishment. Because as much noise as we make, and the players helped us, the managers have come out and said the right thing, we need help from the Premier League now. And that is in this punishment. And that's why, and like I said it a few times through the stream, that's why it's important that we bring this up and don't let it be forgotten. I'm sure the other 14 clubs in the league are pushing the Premier League right now. We want answers. We want to know now. We want to know what you're going to do to these 6 teams. And that is ultimately what will determine what happens with the Glazers, I think. Because if that punishment is severe enough for us to not have European football at all, the fans aren't going to stand for price hikes. They will start losing revenues. They They wouldn't be able to charge what they want. The sponsorships would go through the window. Where would the players be? Because the players would feel let down. And would they want to play for Manchester United anymore? This is the big one. This is the big one. The punishment is what I think is going to determine exactly what happens with the Glazers and how this club moves forward. I think that is the biggest decision that is to come over the next few weeks. We're going to keep going. The best thing that's come out of this is it's joined and united a fan base. And I know lots of people who are going tomorrow and lots of people who are going next week. And I will be there at both. And I want everyone else to come out and support. If you can get out, we do it safely. You get your mask on, you social distance, you do what you've got to do to be safe. And we make this protest a sensible one that is within the guidelines, not stupid. We're not looking for that. We're just looking to have our voices heard, turn up in numbers, and make the Glazers sit back and think, you know what, these fans have had enough now. We've pushed it too far. We were pushing it as it was, and they would have known that. But now we've gone way too far. I just can't get out of my head that these owners tried to cheat. They tried to cheat. And they tried to do this while we were on our asses in a lockdown. They were planning line in their pockets as we were all struggling as a world to get back on our feet and survive. And the amount of people that suffered over this lockdown and this pandemic and all this lot were doing in their ivory tower was plotting to cheat this league, to take it away from the fans. I just can't live with that. That is just so difficult. And that's why it's pushed me even more now, and why I will not rest. And whatever is happening, whatever protest, whatever is going on, I will be there, hopefully with you guys, and we will be heard. That's what I've got to say about United. We have to be heard. The fans have to have a say. 50+1. Let's do it. That's next week's. Tomorrow, we're still doing it. We're going ahead with it. It's not about who puts on the better protest than who. It's about United fans. Simple as. We're all the same. Doesn't matter where you're from, if you're a season ticket holder, if you go to games or not. We all need to be heard. We all want the same thing. It is the ultimate goal of getting ownership back of our football club and getting rid of the Glazers. That is all I've got to say. Guys, but for now, looks like my guest didn't turn up in the end, but it is what it is. People have got to work. People are busy. We did it on our own, and your comments were bang on, apart from trolls as usual. But anyway, what's new? Not even a pandemic and chaos in the football world will change them cranes. We don't care though. Guys, thanks for tuning in and staying with me. It has been a great stream. I'm looking forward to tomorrow. Guys, do turn up. I'll be there. Come and say hello. We'll have a chat face to face. You know what I mean? It's not all about being crazy and going mental tomorrow. It's about fans coming together. That's what it's about, and that's what we do, and that's what we need to do going forward. We need to be as one to get our ultimate goal, which is getting these guys out of this football club and getting our football club back. Guys, don't forget to hit that like button on your way out. Subscribe to the channel. Bottom there, right there it is, hovering there. Subscribe to the channel if you want more content. As always, bringing up, there will be a lot of coverage on this weekend. We're going to go over the Leeds game as well. Not forgetting about the football. We are going to be talking football, and we will bring the show back on Sunday as well for the match, and hopefully get behind the boys, because at the end of the day, this wasn't their fault. We know who's to blame in this, guys. Let's not forget that, and let's get together as a fan base and make sure we're heard, and they know that we will not take this lying down. They are cheats, they are scumbags, and they are looking to take this club even further into the mud than they've dragged it over this last week. On that note, guys, I'm out of here. Stay tuned. I will see you all tomorrow. Big up the green and gold army. We are doing it tomorrow live. People, come on, let's do this.